So,
Ladies,
dear friends, Rohullah, I welcome you on this my show. Let's have a conversation with the English lovers. And here we with us a great English speaker, great human being, Mr. Rohullah from Afghanistan. He is an assistant lecturer there, and I would like to tell him to give his introduction in detail. So please, dear friend, dear brother Rohullah, please introduce yourself.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is me, Rohullah Hassani from Afghanistan. Actually, I'm living in Afghanistan, but about my job, I am working with a university as English instructor. Besides, I'm working with an international NGO, which is serving more than 24 countries. I didn't say in other videos. Besides, my passion is to serve the humanity. My passion is to serve for humanity. I don't expect anything but to help them. It's been almost 7 years that I've been teaching English, and I think it's a long time life journey, which can be full of experience. And that's why I'm here today, to help you guys learn English. And specifically today, we will speak about how to speak like a Native American. So today I will share 8 practical tips which can definitely help you learn and speak like a Native American if you follow those tips.
Okay, so we are going to discuss this all tips in our second session. So Ruhullah, I want to know about, okay, you are from Afghanistan and your 2 official languages are Dari and Pashtun. Pashtun?
Pashto.
Pashto. So these are your 2 official languages. So I think you can speak these both languages, but when you started speaking English, I'm so amazed because the person from Afghanistan, he can speak English like native English speaker. So please, can you tell me how did you develop this type of ability or fluency of English?
Okay, to be honest, I studied English for 1 year with Americans. I have been to a private American school where American teachers were available there, and we paid a lot of money. To be honest, we paid a lot of money because it's, as you know, even live session can be so hard for people, but we had face-to-face classes, which was amazing class. We learned a lot. I learned many things: grammar, structures, and more specifically the American accent. So this was the first step. And when I graduated from there, even I worked for 3 years with Americans as an interpreter with Americans. For 3 years, I think, again, it's a life journey, being a translator, interpreter, going everywhere. We were going to live meetings where we were simultaneously translating the American words into my Afghan words or language. These were the times I learned practically. There are people who just know something, but they've never been involved. But me, I'm not a native speaker of English, but when Americans, they see me, they were like, "Hey, Rohullah, how long have you been to America?" I'm amazed by their questions, that how, like, really, can I do like that? And they were surprised by my pronunciation, the structures I was using. And day by day, I was working hard. When I was in the meetings and when I was talking to Americans, I was just so much focused and concentrated that could definitely help me to, speak like them, But see, Americans, they are using special points when they're talking, when it comes to speaking, and like they're using slangs, idioms, their special phrases that they're using. And when it comes to pronunciation, that is the most important part and the hardest, because like they're using a lot of reductions, you know, they're cutting every part, and if you don't know, you'll be surprised, like, what did he mean? Because they're like, if they had a long sentence, they make it very short, right? But what I did, I practically learned with them. You know, the time I was learning English as a student, that was also a learning moment. But the time I was interpreter, it changed my life about learning English, about, you know, changing my personality, you know. But I learned special phrases from them. I learned pronunciation rules, which everybody don't know. Okay, because once you're not like 3 years life being with Americans, see, it's a long life, like 24 hours being with them, because it was really amazing time, you know. Even it was hard being far away from the family, everybody, but it's still, you know, it was a great learning time, you know. And Americans, they are using uh, a lot of reductions. I want to say this, that once you do not know the rule of reductions, okay, in pronunciation, you will face a terrible time, okay? And by understanding those reductions, you can speak like them, and besides, you can understand them. You know, one of the reasons why Americans are speaking like that, because this is their nature. You know, suppose you're speaking Hindi and you never think about how you want to express your feeling in English, right? But, or sorry, in your Hindi language. So that's the same case with them. But we notice that there are so many changes in their language. So that's how I learned everything. You know, I learned structures, grammars, pronunciation, which was, even, believe me, for the first time I was there, I was facing a lot of problem, like how these people are speaking, how to understand them. Once I was getting confused, I was asking, hey, man, what was this sentence? So they were kindly telling me, you know, definitely for 3 years, it was full of experience. Even it changed my life. I was not very much punctual about my life. I became punctual because we were going to official meetings. You know, being a translator here is really hard, because you go to meetings, you go to meet people everywhere, on the street, everywhere. So, but still, it was really amazing time that changed my life about English. And believe me, every time I was meeting a new American, he was saying like, hey, how long have you been to America?
Yeah.
See how effective it was.
So you have transformed yourself. You have transformed yourself by learning English. Okay, the
Exactly. Exactly.
simple Afghani to a great English speaker.
Definitely. Definitely.
And
So now
in
that's why
short,
now
you want
I
to
am
say, you did not study English, but you use English language. You had to use English language. That's why you got this type of mastery over English language. And second, you face some
exactly.
problems to know the, you know, reductions of the languages. The American use reduction while speaking. So if you don't know this reduction, then you cannot understand properly those native speakers. So can you give me some examples of reductions so our listeners, our viewers can understand these reductions?
What you want to do? Maybe you'll be surprised. Like, what is it, like what you want to do? So what? It's actually, what do you want to do?
Okay.
What, like what? and you, okay? And want to is, sorry, wanna is want to. So as a shortcut, I say like what you wanna do, right? So this is a great examples of reduction in English, okay? Like going to becomes like gonna, right? There are so many reductions that there are rules for it, and later I will share it with you, you know, practically. Even we can work on it. It needs to have a session, you know.
So I'm gonna have a conversation with Ruhullah tomorrow. Is it right? I'm gonna have a conversation with Ruhullah tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Yeah. So that's how it
Yeah.
works.
Okay. So thank you very much for teaching us this type of reductions. And one more thing, okay, it's your dedication. Actually, the short time you got the mastery, because in our India or in some countries also, people have been learning English for many years, but they have not got confidence like you. So do you have any tips how to learn these all things in a short time?
Well, short time means we need to work so many hours every day. You know, we need to work a lot. We need to work on grammars, especially. We need to work on common words, you know. And even once you are a little bit good on grammars, you don't need to focus on grammars, but you need to work on conversational phrases where you can definitely step by step change your life about learning English, you know. And what is very important is not being afraid of learning and mistakes. This is, I could say in short, the most important part in learning English so fast.
Okay, so you want to say practice. Okay. Uh, dear friend, cricket is also very famous in your country, Afghanistan, and cricket is also very famous in my country, India. We all know basic rules of how to play cricket. We all are good at playing cricket, but if we stop practicing play cricket, then when you go to play match, when you go to play cricket again after 1 or 2 years, I think it's not easy to hit shots or to play well. So we need practice also.
Yeah,
So you are learning English, but if you are not practicing, then you cannot get fluency of English.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is true. No practice, no learning.
So how can we practice?
Uh, See, practicing can be in different ways. For example, if you learn a small grammar, you need to make a lot of examples. You need to write a lot. You need to say it. Even you can get a partner to work with. You know, even no need a partner. You can work as a two-person. You know, you can act like the first speaker and second speaker, right? That you learn a structure to be verb, right? Is and are. You can make examples about your environment. Start from a very little things about yourself, about your environment. So how, when you talk about your environment, you can manage yourself to improve and talk about more important and hard things. Because see, there are many people, they think first thing I have to make something an example of something so that could be very hard. No, start from very primary examples, which is about yourself, about your environment, table, your, like you have carpet, TV. See, this is the first step. We don't need to be like, or we should not exaggerate too much that we want to make something big. Let's start from very primary stuff. I know that we have to be very optimist, but we need to start from short examples, you know. So that's why, like, making too many examples about your environment, and you can improve so much easily, you know.
Yeah. So, dear friend, nowadays, actually, I have told everybody I want to improve my English, and to improve my English, I have started three different activities nowadays during the lockdown period. First thing is this is my way to learn English. Means every day I try to select five new words or seven new words. In the afternoon, just I get the meaning of those all words and try to make some sentences connecting my life experience. And I also make some examples of my family members. And in the evening, I make a video and I upload on YouTube. So it works definitely, because to make a video I have to practice a lot, and by practicing this I learn new vocabulary easily, and I never forget. I think I never forget these words in my life. Second,
Yeah,
I
that's
have yes. Second, I have start one more activity: conversation with English lovers. So this one is going on now to practice my English.
yeah.
And the third activities is let's speak in English with non-native English speakers, which I conducted every day at 9 p.m. and where I invite 20 or 25 English learners or English lovers. So every day we discuss on one particular topic to improve our English. So is it a good way to practice?
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I would also recommend you to not only focus on words, try to focus on learning some great structures too, you know. Don't only work on it, you know. It is definitely helpful, but you need to find some more structures online and work on it. That you can beautify the way you speak.
Okay, thank you for
That's
that.
much helpful too.
Thank you very much for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Even still, you're doing great job.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I want to know about your country English. How people learn English in your country, and what do they do to learn English or to improve their English in your country, people? Yeah, hello, friend. Can you hear me? Hello.
Well, people here, they go to courses, you know, English courses, they go to English institute. Yeah, I so go to English institutes, they go to English courses where they start English from first step, from alphabets to advanced levels, you know. Uh, it depends on courses about their qualities, because there are some courses which are really high quality uh, courses. They know they're providing great lessons with high professional instructors, and there are courses which are uh, medium level. It depends on how much you want to pay for the courses. You know, see, it depends on you exactly, right? Even there are courses which are okay, where really low class people go there, right? And in their courses, they have systems, you know. They're using American File, Let's Go. They're using. There are some more books which are using in their syllabus, and mostly it lasts mostly for 2 years. You know, 2 years. I think it's a long time.
Oh, okay, so my dear friend, uh, while having a conversation with you, I can say that I have get a good friend, and you want to help people who wants to learn English, who wants to improve their English, and you have also started your own on YouTube channel. So can you please tell us about your YouTube channel so my subscribers, my viewers can get more benefit from you?
Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for asking. Exactly, I do have a YouTube channel. The name is Global English Media. Global English Media. this is my YouTube channel. So mostly I specifically work on academic English. You know, every day I'm even, to be honest, I started new. It's 2 months. I work at, you know, I work pronunciation there, phrases, structures, idioms. So everything which can definitely help these people to learn English nicely and academically. And even we have conversations that, and besides, I have two great American instructors with me that are working with me. So God willing, we will have our own videos soon. Uh, I'm not only there, so I'm working with Americans that we can definitely help the people to learn English from our platform for free. And then we're going to have free like online sessions too, that we could have a face-to-face you know, session with them, that they could see how Americans that are speaking, how uh, they're, you know, using structures, words, idioms in their own life. So that's how it can impact them. You know, but I used to upload at least one video every day, but these days I'm a bit busy with work. I couldn't. But this week, inshallah, I have more videos. Even I had a video yesterday, I think, yeah. So after this, every day I will upload a new video, you know, about English steps, pronunciation, phrases, the structures, idioms, everything.
And
And I want
Rohullah,
you guys,
yeah, yeah, carry on.
I want, I mean, the audience to help me out with watching, giving comments. I can make videos based on their likes, you know.
And personally, if you want to have a conversation with Rohullah, he is also going to come on our online show, Let's Talk in English with non-native English speakers. If you have any questions, any doubts, if you want to get some more knowledge from him, then you can also join us on our own channel. So,
Yeah,
Rohullah,
true.
really, it was a nice conversation with you. And here is the end of our first session. And again, after 5 minutes, we have one more session. After 5 minutes, we have one more sessions, and here you can talk about how to get fluency, how to speak like native English speaker. So, is it okay for you now?
After 5 minutes, right?
Yes, after 5 minutes.
Okay.
So we can
Okay,
get
okay, no
two
worries.
different videos, friend. We can get two different videos about either. This is for Rohullah only, and next one is the tips of Rohullah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm
Okay.
here.
So
Okay,
see
see
you.
you.
See you soon.
Okay, see you, sir.